Coming up next on this year's first edition of SUTV News, a look at that wild weather this summer.
Find out what's happening on campus this year and how you can get involved.
Also this.
Danger signs and blocked off roads. If you want to know more about campus construction, stay tuned on SUTV News.
And thank you for joining us tonight on SUTV News. I'm Kyle Rogers.
A special welcome to the Shippensburg University class of 2015. I'm Barbara Shindo. Last Thursday, hundreds of new students stormed the campus. The student orientation team was here to help them find their way. Even University President Dr. Rude was there to help settle these students into their new homes.
Last semester, SUTV News produced a special report focusing on the students who face hidden barriers in life. We spotlighted Dee Grosso, a little person who said the world was not made for her. She graduated in May. This summer, Dee passed away. Tonight, we want to share Dee's story one more time.
As you can see, that the original pedal is still there at the bottom, and there's a long rod with another pedal at the top, so it's like the same as a normal car, extended. Mobility is definitely a barrier. This world is made for average height people. There's no doubt about that. Challenges I've had are definitely in the dining hall. I'd probably say 75% of the things in the dining hall I cannot reach, where I have to either ask for help, which I don't like doing. I've never been about that. I would rather, if I'm even at the grocery store, I'd rather climb up like all 4 shelves just to get something I can't reach than ask.
She had to move dorms because of her height.
I was unable to reach, lived in Maori, and I was unable to reach the card swiper. So I had to be transferred to McLean, where I could reach the card swiper.
Even filling up her gas tank.
Pumping gas. I have to plan my route of where I get gas because like the Sheets, I can't reach the credit card swiper.
Dee is shorter than most Shippensburg University students. In her early teens, doctors said they could make her average height.
I had the chance to, my doctor asked me when I was probably in my early teens if I wanted to do limb lengthening surgery. It's very risky surgery. It takes about 7 to 8 years, where they actually put devices on your legs and your arms and they stretch like the screws to extend them. And so over a span of 7 to 8 years, you're of average height.
Wow.
And it's very risky just because it stretches your bones so much. The chance of them breaking or being very brittle is very high.
That didn't appeal to you at all?
No, I didn't think for 1 second that I would go ahead doing that.
But there's one aspect Dee hopes to overcome.
My biggest fear, I would say, not necessarily my biggest fear, but I worry about it sometimes is a guy not accepting me for me.
And her contagious laugh compliments her big personality.
You don't let your height get in the way of anything.
Not at all.
Thanks for staying with us here at SUTV News. This year at SHIP, we have an exciting addition to the fall semester. If you like locally grown fruits, vegetables, or enjoy a soft pretzel, I know I do, the market at the university is the place for you. Every Friday during September, you can go down to the pavilion on campus and find local vendors ready to give you a special discount on their homemade goodies. Just make sure you bring your SHIP ID, and from 11 to 2, get a discounted rate on these great treats. If you'd like more information on the market at SHIP, call 552-6414.
It's really cool. Well, a local art gallery is taking on a new look tomorrow night. SHAPE, a nonprofit art education program, displays its annual Question Reality exhibit tomorrow night in a new building on King Street. The gallery features work by artists all over the central PA region and even painters from outside the state. Since 1999, this brought a new element to Shippensburg culture. Kurt Smith, president of the SHAPE Board of Directors, says the SHIP community has embraced the idea of fine arts.
The community really does, it kind of embraces the whole cultural aspect of SHAPE and what we try to present and offer to the town. This move wouldn't have been possible without the support of the businesses and our members and just the community in general.
And for more information on how to get involved with SHAPE, go to info@ship.org. Well, the sounds of drills and hammers can be put to rest. Here's Amanda Peterson with more.
Construction on the SETIA Union Building, affectionately known as the Cub, is nearly complete. Over the summer, construction workers sweat through the heat, so the Cub opened at the start of the fall 2011 semester. The renovations include expansions of the dining facilities, bookstore, and office spaces. The multipurpose room, or MPR, was expanded greatly.
MPR, 10,000 square feet, great place for comedians, music. They're even talking Nerf football, playing Nerf football in there.
New to the Cub is a game room, SU President Bill Root's favorite addition.
Game room, I can go and play PlayStation, I can play Guitar Hero, I can eat my milkshake from down the convenience store, have my chicken dippity, I'm set.
Cub construction isn't finished yet. However, by the end of the semester, all work will be done and another new addition will be added.
Big thing for students on the first floor is going to be a pub-style restaurant where you can go in and eat, relax. There'll probably be some flat panel TVs in there.
As the Cub construction comes to a close, the dorm renovations have just begun. Current students may be inconvenienced by blocked off roads and construction signs, but future students will definitely benefit from these renovations.
In 2007, SHIP began preparing for new dorms, and now the construction has begun. The first phase of 3 just started, and plans say that by summer 2015, the dorms will be completed. SUTV will keep you posted on the progress. I'm Amanda Peterson, SUTV News.
All right, thank you, Amanda. I'm sure everyone is looking forward to the day they don't have to hear that dreaded C word. You know, construction.
Construction.
Yeah,
yes,
you got it. Well, don't go away. Casey Peel has to report on some wild weather.
Also, we were at the ribbon cutting ceremony at the Huber Arts Center today. Stay tuned.
In June, a tornado touched down in nearby Chambersburg, and then just weeks later, a heat wave struck the area and broke a few records. Throw in an earthquake and a hurricane, and you have yourself summer 2011.
It is high quality stuff.
Professor Tim Hawkins checks the weather station.
The rain in theory falls in here, which then, it rained out today. I forgot about that.
But last week's rain,
I never thought I'd see something like this.
not soon forgotten. Hurricane Irene pounded the East Coast, causing flooding and major damage. Shippensburg had little rain, adding to this summer's record-breaking weather with temperatures reaching 105.
It was. So it was a new record. It's the warmest it's ever been here. We've been over 100 a bunch.
But just last week, Shippensburg felt the world move from under them as a nearby earthquake struck the region, causing cracks in buildings like Shippen.
And so I wouldn't expect that we're going to see a lot more earthquakes, but certainly it's possible to have a few small, minor, aftershocks that'll come through.
And an interesting note to add, Dr. Cornell said that there is a silent fault line here in Shippensburg, so it hasn't had any activity for hundreds of years, runs throughout downtown Shippensburg. So we're going to investigate that and check out the so-called Shippensburg fault line.
I believe it.
Now, did you feel that earthquake?
You know, I didn't.
Yeah.
I think it hit everywhere except for downtown Chambersburg. That's where I was.
Yeah.
What were you doing?
I was over in the Cub with some people from the SUTV news team. And there's construction happening in the Cub, so we felt the building shake. I was talking to our director, Rachel, and I was like, did you feel that? And it turns out it was an earthquake. We just blamed it on construction.
Every person who I think felt it at first didn't realize it was an earthquake. Everybody said, oh, I thought it was, my dog running under the deck, or I thought it was construction.
Well, if your dog is that big, we have
that
some
crazy.
problems.
As we just saw, lately, Mother Nature has been all over the place. Here's Casey Peel with more on that wacky weather.
So we had some crazy weather this summer, especially in the last week with the earthquake and Hurricane Irene. And even a few days ago, we had some gorgeous weather. So let's take a look at current conditions. Right now, it's a bit rainy with a high of 84 and a low of 64. Now let's look into the weekend and see if Mother Nature is going to throw us any more curveballs. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, it's going to be scattered thunderstorms with a high of 86 and a low of 67 on Friday, a high of 90 and a low of 70 on Saturday, and a high of 87 and a low of 64 on Sunday. Monday's still going to be a bit rainy with a high of 80 and a low of 53. And Tuesday will be partly cloudy but a little bit cooler with a high of 72 and a low of 58. This week's green tip of the week is air drying uses 15 to 50% less energy in practically the same amount of time. So use your dishwasher's air dry setting instead of the heat dry option. If it doesn't have an air dry setting, just open the door when the rinse is complete. That's all I have for you this week. I'm Casey Peel.
There you see the benefits of air drying. Thank you, Casey. President Rood broke out his giant plastic scissors once again today. He always does. Faculty, staff, contractors, and students gathered this afternoon at Huber for the Art Center's reopening and ribbon-cutting ceremony. The newly remodeled building gives art and design students a huge advantage over other PASHE programs. Senate President Comfort Dixon and Professor Steve Dolbin say students should reap the benefits of the new facility.
It as much too with new showings, just different things in general.
All of our faculty are like internationally recognized artists, but we had no facility. Now we have the facility, so anything's possible.
Still to come, Mariana Boguski has the start of your Ship Raider sports coverage.
And what campus media, hint, hint, has been nominated for a prestigious award? Find out when SUTV News continues.
Back to SUTV News. Before school started, our sports teams were already here, hard at work, preparing for the season to come. SU Sports' Mariana Boguski is here with a report.
2011 season versus Shepherd this Saturday, September 3rd at Shepherd. The Raiders finished fall camp on August 27th. The team is not only planning to score big on the football field, but plan to make winning in the classroom a priority. They are also welcoming a new football coach this year. Coach Mack told SUTV Sports, being the head football coach at Shippensburg University is an honor. The coaches have been working hard to get everyone on the same page on and off the field. I have a lot of pride in this school, this football program, and our student athletes. It has been a great experience so far, and I am looking forward to this season. The Lady Raiders field hockey team will kick off their 2011 season at home this Saturday versus St. Michael's. The Lady Raiders are being led by 4 seniors this season: Christina Taylor, Katie Puffnock, Alyssa Stephanatis, and Jenna Stein. Coach Landa has stated to SUTV Sports that our goals are to reach our potential and take one game at a time playing as a team. We want to finish as one of the top 3 teams in the nation, finish first in PSAC West, and since the National Division II Championships will be hosted by a team in the South, we want it to be Shippensburg University. This, of course, will take a lot of hard work, dedication, and playing to our potential. This year, the ladies field hockey team will also host the PSAC Field Hockey Championship, which also will be broadcasted by PCN. Good luck, ladies. The Raiders soccer team will be returning this year, but with the loss of some influential players. This season's team is young and will attempt to defend their PSAC title. Coach Sparing said to SUTV Sports, "We understand that the target is on our back because we are the defending champions, and with being very young again, it will be a tough feat." The cross-country team will be returning this season after both men's and women's team brought home the PSAC championship in 2010. Some key runners to watch out for this season are Steven Schlander and Matt Gillette for the men's teams, and All-American Neely Spence and Katie Spratford for the women's teams. Coach Spence told SUTV Sports that both teams are focused on performing well when it counts at the PSAC, regional and national championships. We continue to develop our long run, live the lifestyle, and have added new dimensions to our strength training program. That's all for this week's SUTV Sports.
All right, good to have you back. Thank you, Mariana. This past weekend was one of Shippensburg's favorite traditions.
Call the Colonels to King Street. Thousands flocked to downtown Shippensburg to check out homemade crafts such as decorative fish, miniature chairs, and recycled glass bottle wind chimes for this year's Corn Festival. There was a variety of food, including soft pretzels, old-fashioned soda, spiral potato chips, and of course, some good old kettle corn. Some vendors mingled with the crowd, making and painting faces, and we can't forget Corny.
Oh my Shippensburg, have a corny day!
Looks like a lot of fun.
Absolutely. Before we go, we do have some exciting news.
Yes, we do. SUTV News was nominated for Best College Newscast from the National Academy Television Arts and Sciences. We're going to find out in a few weeks if we won. We're going to head down to the Emmy Awards in Philadelphia.
We are so excited. So nice job to everyone on the SUTV News team. Now we're off to go celebrate our proud nomination. Thank you for joining us. I'm Kyle Rogers.
And I'm Barbara Shindo. Enjoy your first weekend back, but be careful. Be sure to find us on Facebook.com/SUTV News.
Good night.